I've been doing this job a long time, and when you go on these international tours, you're like, you start to say, what's the weirdest show we can do? And at the time, this was before The Masked Singer was in the U.S. So it's like they have this show called The Masked Singer, which is huge and stuff, because we're doing that show. We have to go do that.
The digital world is currently buzzing with a peculiar story, a celebrity narrative that's rapidly spreading across social media like wildfire. It's a tale that unexpectedly intertwines two Hollywood figures from seemingly different orbits, Justin Baldoni and Ryan Reynolds. Ordinarily, these names might not appear in the same sentence, yet a strange rumor has propelled them into a shared spotlight. Baldoni, an actor celebrated for his roles steeped in sincerity and a public persona radiating kindness, is now at the center of whispers alleging a significant court victory. Even more captivating is the subsequent buzz suggesting that Ryan Reynolds, the comedic titan known for his sardonic wit and irreverent humor, has offered a reaction. This isn't just a minor ripple in the celebrity news cycle, it's a full-blown wave of speculation, fueled by fragmented information and a thirst for details. What exactly transpired in the courtroom? What did Reynolds supposedly say? The answers remain elusive, lost in a fog of online conjecture. But the intrigue is undeniably real, pulling us into a Hollywood mystery that's as captivating as it is cryptic.
Well, there's like real spectacle-driven wish fulfillment. Something I love about 80s Amblin movies like E.T. and Back to the Future, or even Stand By Me, those kinds of movies that are like, steeped in nostalgia for us. And this is the fourth movie that I've properly produced, Deadpool 1 and 2, Free Guy, and now Adam Project. The latter two I was lucky enough to make with my friend Sean Levy. Both of which were engineered extreme to audience delight.
Let's first consider Justin Baldoni, a figure who has cultivated an image synonymous with empathy and earnestness. He's not just an actor, he's often perceived as a voice for positive change, known for roles that explore emotional depth, motivational speaking engagements that inspire audiences, and a genuine dedication to various philanthropic causes. His brand is built on authenticity and a heartfelt approach to the entertainment industry. Now, against this backdrop of public perception, a narrative has emerged, whispering of a substantial legal triumph for Baldoni. Yet, frustratingly, concrete specifics are incredibly scarce. It's as if the details are deliberately obscured, adding to the enigmatic nature of the situation. Some conjecture points towards a high-stakes dispute related to film production, perhaps a clash over creative control, distribution rights, or even financial backing for a passion project. Others speculate the legal matter could be tied to intellectual property rights, brand licensing agreements, or even challenges related to his non-profit ventures. We are left navigating a landscape of vague allusions and purported insider insights, relying on fragmented breadcrumbs of information. This lack of verifiable data only intensifies the fascination, painting Baldoni's supposed victory not as a clear-cut announcement, but as a puzzle box of unanswered questions.
I would say that they're more surprises because they have beginnings, middles, and ends. They're not like, it's not just like a, hey, there's the person and we move on. It's they're there for a reason.
And you said it just earlier, but I wanted to go back on that. You think that this might be the greatest film that you've...
I mean, look, most of the time when the movie is this much fun to make, you up bad.
However, the narrative takes a truly unexpected turn with the rumored involvement of Ryan Reynolds. This is the element that has propelled this story from a minor celebrity footnote to a full-blown internet obsession. Ryan Reynolds, the man who embodies comedic irreverence, whose career is built on quick-witted sarcasm, and who has mastered the art of the self-deprecating joke. He's not just a box office draw, he's a cultural phenomenon, a marketing maestro, and seems to inhabit a completely different sphere of celebrity influence than Baldoni's world of heartfelt storytelling and social impact. Therefore, the question reverberates across the internet. Why is Reynolds' name suddenly intertwined with Baldoni's alleged legal proceedings? It's a pairing that seems almost deliberately incongruous, like imagining a stand-up comedian offering commentary at a solemn philosophical debate. These two figures, each iconic in their own right, yet representing such contrasting styles and public personas, are now strangely linked by this unfolding drama. The sheer improbability of their connection is precisely what's igniting such fervent speculation and captivating the collective imagination.
My relationship with my father, which was very complicated and difficult. My dad was a very, I come from a middle class, kind of blue collar home, and my dad was just of that generation where it's just like, he was Clint Eastwood, less is more. Simple grunts is how he communicated.
Okay, gotcha.
I think people tell themselves stories, and this sort of comes back to your worldview that you just mentioned about.
Delving into the core of the intrigue brings us to the alleged reaction from Reynolds. This is where the narrative becomes truly slippery, built entirely on hearsay and digital murmurs. Imagine a game of whispers played out on the grand stage of Hollywood gossip. The current online narrative suggests that Reynolds, upon catching wind of Baldoni's supposed courtroom success, couldn't resist injecting his perspective into the conversation. But what form did this reaction take? Was it a dry, sardonic quip, a playful jab at the often absurd nature of legal battles? Perhaps it was a more subtly crafted comedic observation, a gentle ribbing of the earnestness often associated with Baldoni's public image. Alternatively, some whispers hint at a genuinely supportive response, albeit filtered through Reynolds' trademark comedic lens, a congratulatory message laced with his characteristic wit, but ultimately acknowledging Baldoni's achievement. The frustrating reality is the complete absence of any concrete confirmation. No official statement has been released, no tweet has surfaced, no verifiable audio clip has leaked onto the internet. We are left to sift through second and third-hand accounts, piecing together fragments of speculation, attempting to reconstruct Reynolds' potential commentary based solely on the vague outlines provided by unnamed sources and fleeting social media snippets. This absence of definitive proof only amplifies the mystery, leaving fans to endlessly debate the nature and tone of Reynolds' phantom reaction.
No, I mean, I always thought I'd end up as in law enforcement, like my family. So I didn't imagine that acting was a way to get out of the house. It wasn't really like a passion when I was a kid. It was something that I was already doing at home, you know, to survive. So
Right.
you kind of, I noticed when I was a kid, making people laugh was a great self-defense mechanism. It really helped me kind of navigate my way through my own home with my older brothers and my dad, and I could diffuse them by making them laugh.
The central question then becomes, what conceivable motivation would compel Reynolds, seemingly detached from Baldoni's legal journey, to offer any public comment? This is where the speculation truly blossoms, branching into a variety of intriguing possibilities, each adding another layer to the unfolding enigma. One theory, admittedly more speculative, posits a prior, perhaps unrealized professional link between the two actors. Could Baldoni and Reynolds have once explored collaborating on a project, perhaps a film or television venture that aimed to fuse Baldoni's heartfelt storytelling with Reynolds' comedic sensibilities? Perhaps such a project encountered obstacles, stalled during development, or ultimately dissolved behind closed doors, leaving a residual connection or shared understanding. Another perspective taps into Reynolds' own well-documented experiences as a creative entrepreneur, having navigated the often turbulent waters of Hollywood negotiations, fiercely advocating for projects like Deadpool. Reynolds might identify with Baldoni's situation, seeing a fellow creative spirit defending their vision within a potentially challenging legal framework. And then there's the simplest, yet perhaps most plausible explanation. Perhaps Reynolds, ever attuned to the pulse of social media and celebrity buzz, simply observed the online chatter surrounding Baldoni's win and, in his characteristic fashion, decided to inject his own voice into the conversation. A playful, perhaps slightly mischievous commentary intended to entertain and engage his vast online following. Each theory, while unverified, provides a potential lens through which to interpret Reynolds' rumored involvement, deepening the intrigue and highlighting the multifaceted nature of celebrity relationships and public pronouncements.
Well, that is also accurate and weirdly high praise as well. It was just one of those. It felt like a live-action Pixar movie. It was something that, I wanted to do something where nobody was being stabbed in the face.
Yes.
There was almost no blood at all. I think I got a little paper cut on the movie. That was about it. And something that my kids can watch, but also as a parent, too, you want the parents need to get punched right in the heart as well.
Adding a further layer of complexity to this already intricate narrative is Justin Baldoni's conspicuous silence. While the internet crackles with conjecture about his legal victory and the ensuing Reynolds reaction, Baldoni himself maintains a steadfastly muted public presence on the matter. His social media platforms remain focused on his established themes of positivity, motivation, and updates related to his ongoing projects, pointedly omitting any reference to legal proceedings or courtroom triumphs. This deliberate lack of commentary, rather than dampening the flames of rumor, appears to have the opposite effect, serving to intensify the surrounding speculation. Some observers interpret his reticence as a matter of legal obligation, suggesting he may be bound by confidentiality agreements that prevent him from publicly discussing the details of the case. Others propose a more strategic rationale, arguing that Baldoni is deliberately choosing to keep the focus on his broader creative and philanthropic mission, consciously avoiding allowing a legal dispute to overshadow his established public image and core values. Regardless of the underlying motivation, Baldoni's unwavering silence functions as a powerful amplifier for the rumor mill, prompting further questions, fostering deeper speculation, and transforming his absence of comment into a significant element within the overall unfolding drama. Stepping back to examine the broader context, this entire episode illuminates the enduring fascination with celebrity rumors within contemporary culture. Why does this particular narrative, built on such tenuous foundations of hearsay and conjecture, resonate so powerfully? It speaks to our inherent desire to peer behind the carefully curated facades of celebrity personas, to glimpse moments of unscripted interaction, and unravel the supposed hidden dynamics of Hollywood relationships. We are drawn to the idea of a connected celebrity ecosystem where stars operate within a dense web of personal and professional relationships, constantly observing and reacting to each other's triumphs and tribulations. The notion of Reynolds, an icon of comedic irreverence, responding to Baldoni, a symbol of sincere earnestness, is inherently captivating precisely because of its unexpectedness. It represents a clash of archetypes, a potential comedic collision waiting to be imagined and dissected. Social media platforms act as powerful accelerants for these rumors, transforming fleeting whispers into trending topics, allowing speculation to solidify into perceived truths, often irrespective of factual grounding. The Baldoni-Reynolds rumor therefore serves as a potent case study in how celebrity culture thrives on ambiguity, thrives on the speculated, and thrives on the perpetually alluring promise of uncovering what might be transpiring just beyond the reach of public visibility.
And I'm really excited about it. You know, as I've gotten a little bit older, I'm lucky that I get to work in this industry, and particularly incredibly fortunate that I get to work in it this long, but I really want to work with people that are either immensely talented or people that I love and that I'm genuinely like best friends with. And unfortunately, Hugh does not qualify as either of those, but I am excited because I'm a Logan fan. So, and then, you know, that covers Will Ferrell as well. That's a guy that my entire life, I feel.
But beyond the immediate intrigue and online frenzy, what are the potential ramifications of this Baldoni victory rumor amplified by the alleged Reynolds reaction? Even if the specifics of the court case remain murky and Reynolds' commentary remains unverified, the very existence of this narrative can have a tangible impact. For Justin Baldoni, the rumor, regardless of its accuracy, might subtly reshape public perception. It could reinforce his image as someone who stands firm for his principles, someone who can navigate the complex world of Hollywood not just with kindness, but with strength and resolve. The association with Reynolds, even through a rumored reaction, might inadvertently broaden his appeal, introducing him to audiences more familiar with Reynolds' comedic brand. Conversely, for Reynolds, being linked to Baldoni's story, even tangentially, could subtly humanize his public image, showcasing a capacity for support and acknowledgement beyond his characteristic sarcasm. Ultimately, this entire episode underscores the potent ripple effect of celebrity narratives, real or imagined. It highlights how even unconfirmed whispers can generate significant online discourse, shape public perceptions, and leave lingering questions in their wake. Will the truth behind Baldoni's victory and Reynolds' reaction ever fully surface? Or will this remain a captivating, yet ultimately unresolved celebrity enigma, a testament to the power of rumor in the digital age? The answer for now remains as elusive as the details of the story itself. And so, we are left suspended in a state of intriguing uncertainty. We possess a rumor of a significant legal victory attributed to Justin Baldoni, veiled in secrecy and devoid of concrete validation. Coupled with this is the even more ephemeral rumor of Ryan Reynolds' reaction, disseminated through the nebulous channels of online gossip and secondhand accounts. We are presented with a constellation of theories, a landscape of speculation, and a persistent void where definitive answers should reside. Did Baldoni indeed secure a monumental courtroom victory? And if so, did Ryan Reynolds genuinely offer his perspective, whether in the form of a witty jest or a supportive acknowledgement? For the moment, the truth remains tantalizingly out of reach, a captivating celebrity enigma unfolding in real time. Will either Reynolds or Baldoni eventually break their silence, offering clarity or further obfuscation? Might a stray social media post or an offhand interview remark eventually illuminate the shadowy corners of this curious situation? Or will this narrative narratives simply dissipate, fading into the vast archives of forgotten internet gossip, another fleeting spark in the ever-churning engine of celebrity news. Only time will reveal the ultimate resolution, but in the interim, the rumor itself serves as a compelling microcosm of contemporary media consumption, a fascinating illustration of how celebrity narratives are constructed, disseminated, and ultimately consumed within our hyper-connected, rumor-hungry digital age. What are your personal interpretations of this unfolding story? Have you encountered further whispers or alternative perspectives on this celebrity puzzle? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments section below. The investigation, it seems, continues.